Cement walls, once used to protect against Palestinian sniper fire, being removed in the Jerusalem neighborhood. For the past decade, these cement barriers have become a fixture in the lives of the residents of the Gilo neighborhood and given them a sense of security. The Middle East is changing, and it looks like peace has come to this Jerusalem neighborhood. The wall behind me was erected 10 years ago to protect the residents of this Jerusalem neighborhood from Palestinian sniper fire. And now, a decade later, with peace talks on the horizon, it looks like the army has decided that this wall is no longer needed. When the Palestinian unrest erupted a decade ago, gunmen from across the valley in Beit Jala and Bethlehem would take potshots at their Jewish neighbors.
At that time, direct fire coming from Beit Jala to the houses. We had people living here with sandbags in their windows. So indeed, this was an immediate response to solve a security threat at that time.
Israeli forces returned heavy gunfire toward the Palestinian village. The fighting was traumatic for both sides.
It was very scary. The kids would wet their beds at night. We couldn't sleep, and we all looked for relatives to stay with. Lots of folks left.
I believe that those days will never come back in terms of shooting, because now the public opinion are more aware about the present situation in Palestine and how the Palestinians are suffer. We as Palestinians, we need protection, not the Israelis.
The wall in Gilo was a precursor to the massive 6-meter-high barrier Israel later erected to separate between the two sides. This landmark wall became part of the neighborhood's character. Artists have covered it with brightly colored murals. Still, when the Israeli army showed up today, it took a few residents by surprise.
We're always for coexistence, and we hope the other side knows not to be tempted now that the walls have been removed, because I believe the Israeli army will severely retaliate.
We have good working relationship with the Palestinian security forces. We have a good sense of security. We have the ability to deal with terror threats that could formulate from on the other side. And that today gives us the opportunity for the well-being of all of the residents living here in Gilo to remove these elements.
Walls go up and walls come down. Today this wall is being removed, but the army is telling us that they're putting the cement blocks in a warehouse and they can be replaced whenever needed. From Jerusalem, this is Aryeh O'Sullivan reporting for the Media Line.